Hey y'all, oh wait, I got my microphone. Sound. Okay, how about now? This is my MacBook microphone, which isn't as good. My little microphone was like cutting in and out, and I charged it, so I don't know what's going on with it. But anyway, so please, to me, it looks like the sound is here now. Okay, all right, batwing bed. Made pillows, sewed them by hand. Little teeny pillows are hard to sew. I did want to get my sewing machine out. I don't use it very often. Here's the batwing bed in the trailer. And because I had a black floor, it didn't show up. So I started using, I just cut a piece of cardstock to fit in the bottom. I really need a rug. I don't know how to make a rug. But anyway, so we're making the batwing bed. It's number 193, and I believe I checked to make sure that it was available. So let me just go ahead and do it again. Okay, I'm going to my browser. I'm pulling up, I have to Google myself, paperglitterglue.com. Going to the front page. Clicking the thing. Oh, actually, I'm going to library. Oh, I have to do the click here. Wait, actually, and let me type in the password. Housekeep. Oh, I almost said it. Okay, I'm watching. There's the library. Do not save the password. 193 batwing bed zip file. I haven't made a PDF file. And where are downloads? I'm on Chrome for this. I don't know. Downloads. Batwing bed. Yep. It downloaded for me. Okay. Now I'm going to get back to the video so I can see the chat. Okay. The cat bench. The cat bench is older. I forgot what the number is for the cat bench. Can you look that up, Ben? My trusty assistant. Cat bench, oh no, yeah, I did the cat bench several years ago, so it's not right next to, in the library, it's not right next to everything. Okay, so Amy found the pattern, so I hope y'all can find the pattern. I just got it in, I think it was like 4 this morning. Okay, let me see, what else I need to tell you. So this is the camper is 192, and the cat bench is 121, because I did do it a couple of years ago for the cat bench. And oh wait, let me show you just a little bit better how good this looks in the little house. I just think it looks so good, and I actually like it in front of the window. So, and that's the bigger version. Now I am going to switch cameras. I'm going to move this out of the way. Switch cameras. And I'm being really discombobulated today. Switching cameras, rotating away from all the fabric and stuff. I'm going to turn this so you can see somewhere. I was trying to show Alley Cat because she's just right there. Alley Cat is just right there. She's almost on the thing. She'll probably try to crawl in the beds. So I just wanted to show you the size difference. Okay, so I just scaled this one down. I think I reduced it about 68%. There comes Alley Cat. 68%, so it would fit easily in the camper. Now, I meant to make it the same size as this bed, which also fits in the camper. And that's the one that's tiny furniture, so both of them fit, but I ended up just making this just slightly smaller. And it fits in the Cricket Cutie house, but it does kind of take up the whole base. It does not fit up here because of the angle of the roof. So if you want it for the Cricket Cutie house, you know, you have to just plan on the first floor being the bedroom. Okay, let me see. So let's just get started making it. Uh-oh, I'm gonna sneeze again. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Okay, let me get back. I have to see where I am. Okay, that's the Alley Cat tail. Try to make it a little straighter. Okay, these are all my pieces. Now, you know I like sturdy, so this is 3 or 4 layers of cardboard together. And sometimes cardboard's a little more flexible than cardstock. I think it's because it absorbs the moisture from the glue. And so I really wanted to make it sturdier. So, and let me find the one, this one, where I've glued all the pieces together. The other thing that cardboard does is for points, sometimes it gets a little raggedy. This is kind of cheap cardboard that I get from Amazon, and so it gets a little raggedy. Okay, here is the base. And these are really the only pieces you need. I did add another piece, which I added later on. I added, and I glued it on as a little V so it wouldn't flex, and it keeps these two sides from splaying out. So I added a little V shape, and where's the little one? There's a little bed. So I just glued a piece of cardboard so that it just wouldn't flex. It was wet with paint and stuff, and so I added that, and that pattern, that piece is in your file. Okay, so here's the thing. Somebody was talking about how their Cricut didn't really score. I think they were using an Explore, and I used my Maker with, let me grab it, the scoring stylus, largely because it's faster. It's so much faster. I don't have to switch out the scoring wheel with the cutting blade, so I leave the scoring tool in there all the time, but it does not score as well. So what you can do, you don't have to do that, but you can make a better score line. It's kind of the old-fashioned way. I use the back side of my scoring knife, and then you get a really good score. It's a deep, incised line that that folds better. I just wanted to show you this because whenever you have little tiny folds, they're harder. If you've got a big score line, it's not so challenging, but a little score line on a little piece is hard. So then the other thing is you can use the ruler as kind of holding it down. Well, you know, another option, Sonia was talking about the settings she used. Sometimes you can do less and just run it through a couple more times because that will score more often. Yeah, I used the regular fine blade for this. Okay, now let me find this. I think is important for holding down tiny tabs. I think that one's pretty beat up. Let's move it out of the screen. So I'm using my fast grab and just applying a little glue to make the tabs stick together. But they're, you know, they're little tiny tabs. Oh, I put it on the wrong side. It's supposed to go on the inside. You're not surprised about that, are you? Okay. So make it so that it's a 90-degree corner. And binder clip. Little binder clip. Okay, let's do it again. And see, it makes such nice corners and you don't have to hold it. I don't know why I put it on the wrong side. Now my binder clips are going to stick. Well, I do this kind of bumbling around so, you know, y'all can see and see what not to do. And I've made a lot of batwing beds. Okay, another binder clip. See what a nice square that is? And normally I paint everything, but I'm not doing that today because it's all going to be black. I just paint the whole bed black, and so I can paint afterwards. You can make this out of cardstock, and you know, I would use 1 tin, the heavier, you know, 100-pound, 110-pound cardstock, and then I would glue several layers together because these legs, especially in cardstock, can be kind of flimsy, so you want them to be strong. And the bed is designed so that the inner part, sort of the mattress or the box spring, goes on the inside. But if you need it to be shorter because of where you're putting your bed, like you've got some little tiny dollhouse, you can turn it around. But it is designed to go this way. And like I said, I should have had one already glued up so I could just proceed. But I did not do that. But no surprise to you, I have painter's tape. Although I honestly, the binder clips hold so well that if, you know, if I wasn't on video, I would need painter's tape. I just want to get it ready so I can glue it. And, well, no, that's not going to help me because I've got to apply glue here. So I'm going to put the painter's tape on the inside. And again, that's just for the video. Yeah, serious bundling. Bumbling. It's both. Yeah, it's both. This one's not holding. Well, let's ooch in a little glue. You know, I don't believe there is such a thing as too much glue. Here, we'll hold this while I'm taping the other side. While I'm reinforcing the other side. That one looks like it's holding. As does, nope. See, I was probably, for once, a little chintzy with the glue. I'm gonna just reinforce this little one. Yeah, I like it that you guys can talk to each other. I sort of feel, sometimes I'm like, oh, I didn't get to see that. I didn't get to hear about what they're up to. Because I was busy making, but, and people have asked about the chat replay. It just takes a little while for it to come up. Sometimes. Shoot. Okay, next. Gotta wipe my fingers off. They're all sticky. Yeah, binder clips are a great tool that is not expensive. Okay, surely this one's holding by now. Okay. Now, I glue to this one first because I match it up to the lower level of the bed. And I'll tell you something else. When I made these beds, I was going to make a little mattress, so the open side is up, but the way that helps is it actually doesn't flex as much. It tends to flex more when the open side is down, and somehow this is just more structural, more secure. But you know, you're going to have to make a mattress. I just rolled up some fabric. One of these days I'll make a little mat. Oh, I know. I'll get my sister. She's a quilt maker. I'm going to get her to make me some little mattresses. She does beautiful work. Okay, so I'm applying glue, and I considered doing tape, but I really think you have, the double-sided tape, and I even found my thin roll of double-sided tape, but there's too much fiddling, and I just didn't think the tape would work. So let me show you. I'm lining this up with the bottom line of that cross piece on the batwing bed. So that one's good. And let's just put in a couple binder clips while we're waiting for it, because we're going to flip it over and do the other side and try to make sure it's even. Oh, my sister's here. She said she's happy to make mattresses. Well, I will send her some measurements. Okay, so for this one, I'm trying to center it in the bat, but you also have to make sure it's straight. So we could use a pencil if I have enough hands, which I really don't. Oh, the brand, this, honestly, I kind of researched it. I think this is supposed to be the best double-sided tape, and it's Korean, so I don't know. Sookkwang, and I ordered it online, but it's supposed to be the best one. So, or, you know, people I trusted, which was actually Tim Holtz, really liked it. He actually he has a little house dye, and he makes his little houses with them. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And I said in the tutorial, if you have reflux, you might want the head of the bed to be higher than the foot of the bed. But I'm actually trying to make it even though I do have some reflux. Okay, all right, flipping it over. That looks good. All right, let's get a binder clip there. Ah, shoot, of course I did that. Lining it, trying to center it. Eyeballing it to make sure it's okay. Binder clip. Okay. That's really the little bed done. Isn't that easy? Yeah. Okay, is anybody having trouble when your cutie has reflux? So let me know. And you see how it bends out just a little bit? So that's why, so both of these are kind of going in this direction. That's why I cut out a little piece of cardboard in the pattern, and I've just folded it into a V shape because it's actually structurally stronger than making it a solid sheet. So I thought it would support it better, and you can see it did. Made this one last night, this little teeny one for the camper. Okay. Oh, extra thumbs up. Thank you, Keisha. That's very nice. All right, so honestly, I'm kind of done, except for gluing that piece in, which I said I did not cut out. Do you want me to cut one out and show you? I mean, I can cut it by hand because it's just a piece of recycled cardboard in the recycling, and I'll just cut it to fit. Yeah, just no, not corrugated cardboard. I need the thin cardboard that's right on top. It's gray, it's brown. I just need a little piece. Yeah, that's big enough. Thank you. Thank you. Trusty assistant to the rescue once again. So I'm just cutting a piece of cardboard. And in the pattern it has a score line in it, just to fold it. Kind of make it a little bit smaller. See if that goes in. Oh, I made it too small. Not really, because inside we've got more layers of cardboard. So I'm just going to cut it in half. And then I'm just going to, oh, I know, I'll do a little score line in it. And this doesn't have to be straight or fancy. But like I said, the pattern is there, is in the file. 190, I think I said 193. The camper's 192. The Batwing bed is 193. And I first made it, I think about 3 or 4 years ago, and kept meaning to do a pattern, I'm just going to trim it up a little bit. And only now got around to it. I think one of the Amy's asked for it. Said, "Where is the Batwing bed? We need the Batwing bed." Okay, but we do have to take my painter's tape off. It should be holding by now. I see Barbara Rogers is here? Yes, Ben was referring to a German tongue twister called about a rhubarb bar owner named Barbara who was serving some barbarians, some bearded barbarians. It's very funny. If you could just probably Google rhubarb bar, and when they say it, all it sounds like is bar 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 bar. It's very funny. Ben is fluent in German. Okay. Oops, I'm sorry, Alley Cat. Did not mean to do that to you. Okay, so here's my little seriously glued strip. Putting it in place. And then just kind of compressing it to make sure it's straight. And then, you know me. Adding more blobs of glue, partly because I cut it a little bit too short. Just holding it. Yes, with the bottom support strip of the headboard. Okay, let me show you on the larger version. You line up the bed so that this bottom piece matches the bottom of the headboard. And then you're just going to have to estimate on the footboard how to line it up. Yeah, Alley Cat has shared lots of hair here today. Okay, I think that's it. Overgluer. Yes, Sarah's laughing at my overgluing. Yeah, that's absolutely true. And this one loosened up. I don't know what's going on. Oops, I'm sorry, Alley Cat. I scared her. Get a little binder in there. Okay, I'm going to switch to the other camera, see if you have any questions for me. I'll tell you what's coming up next. Let me reach over here. I got glue on my fingers. Rotating this out of the way. So that's it. That's it. That's the batwing bed. Yes, cat hair. Yes, there's a lot of texture at my house. Between mine hair and Alley Cat, Luca, Katerina, what's his name? Patty. Patty hides. Bill downstairs, and then Nemesis outside because Bill hates Nemesis. Okay, so tomorrow, kind of finishing up, I'm trying to finish up some of the stuff for the doll houses. We're going to do a stone. I'm going to show you how to use some stone on your paper crafts, how I do stone. I don't think I've done it. We've done texture, but I don't think I've really spent any time doing stone. So let me show you. I think this is my best example. My best big example, and I will have another. So I just think that stone looks really good. So we're going to do that tomorrow. And this, we're going to do it for, bonk, bonk. We're going to do it for this house. So what I did was, I traced around the house, and I'm going to stencil stone on this part and around. And I'll kind of show you how to do that. And I will also show you some house examples. And really, I think the fun thing about stone is that it's the painting it. I don't know if you want to paint it. You can do it, just basically one color, or you can really try to make it, variegated and look like real stone. And so that's what I'm going to show you tomorrow. So stone, how to mimic stone on your paper crafts. And then the next day, let me find the right house, because I got like 3 doll houses here. Then the next day, the fireplace. And I think the mirror pattern is on the same pattern as the windows, if you want that. And I don't remember that number for the dollhouse where the windows are. And so then that will kind of finish with the sort of the dollhouse things, paper crafts, and then we're going to do some potion bottles. I got this great. I had this idea. I saw it online, and then I thought of a variation that's like even better. So we're going to do potion bottles over 2 days. We're going to do paper mache, like a vine on the outside of a potion bottle. And then we're going to do mercury glass potion bottles. So that's mess level 10. I'm going to get looking glass mirror, kind of a mirror paint, and we're going to spray inside, but I've got to experiment, so that'll be messy. Okay, alrighty. Vanessa said, dang, my husband is coming in. That's funny. Okay, alrighty. So tomorrow, stone, then the fireplace, then potion bottles for 2 days. That's what's coming up. Okay, and if you have any questions, even though when the chat ends, you can put your questions in the regular comments right away, and I can answer them. So, and also, I think that helps people who can't see the chat, who it doesn't come up or it's just not ready. So, if you have questions, that's a good place to ask, and I do appreciate all of y'all's support. Okay. Oh, and then I see Tiffany's name here, and I'm not sure if she's the one who asked me, but somebody was asking how can they help me during this event. The thing I haven't been able to do is really promote on any other websites, or not necessarily websites, but like Facebook groups or social media. I really haven't had time. So if you have Instagram or something, if you could say, this is from Lucy at Paper Glitter Glue for this Boo-tacular or something. If you could just post some of your makes on social media, that would be really helpful. Just so, so more people can see it and we can have, more people in our community. Okay, alrighty, thank you, y'all. Oh, I see Delvine. Okay, bye. Have a good day. Bye. I'm pushing the button now.